What's going on, guys? The wheels for the M3 are finally here, so in today's video we're going to be test fitting them. These are Style 42 BBS wheels. I went ahead and took out one of the front wheels and one of the rear wheels. So this is 19 by 9 and 19 by 10. These originally came in a two-piece on early 2000s BMWs, on the E36, E46, the Z3, and a couple other models. They usually came in a 17-inch wheel face, and there was an option to get them in an 18, which is what I was looking for. However, it took me a long time to find them, but I actually found somebody in Russia selling these faces. They were powder coated white, so I went ahead and purchased the faces. I think it took about 4 to 5 months for me to get them, and then once we got them, we went ahead and shipped them over to VR. We had the faces done in brushed aluminum with polished lips. Now these wheels don't clear Brembos or brick brake kits, so we are gonna have to run a spacer. I'm not too sure if it's gonna be a 5mm or 10mm. So right now when we test fit, I have some wheel hangers and a bunch of washers, so we could try to measure that out. And then obviously we're gonna need tires as well. But for this video, we're just gonna go ahead and test fit them for you guys. Go ahead and put the wheel hangers on. I think I'm gonna just try 2 washers at first, see if it clears. Alright, that wasn't enough. Let me add 3. Alright, so 3 washers look like it did the trick. There's barely enough gap for it to clear the brake caliper, but it doesn't hit, so I'll either do 3 or 4 depending what it rounds out to in terms of millimeters. So now we're gonna go ahead and throw on the rear. Do the same thing. I'm gonna put on the 2 wheel hangers that I have left. Alright, so I'll put 3 washers on this one as well. As you can see, it clears. I can't spin it because obviously I have the e-brake on, but I can fit my finger behind it since the rear caliper is smaller. So now what we're gonna do, we are on 3P airlift, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the car, and I'll go ahead and lower these to 0. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take 2 jacks, and I'm gonna jack up the wheels at the bottom until it stops and see where the wheel lip lines up, because we're trying to go fender to lip, and I gotta see how much camber we're gonna have to go in the front and the rear. Alright, so we got the fronts on now. There's a little bit of a gap. I did bring it down to 0 psi on here, and if I keep jacking it up, it actually starts lifting up the vehicle. Now I don't know if it has something to do with only one side being jacked up or what. I guess I'll just figure it out whenever I have all 4 wheels on. I may have to adjust something, but either way, the specs were accurate that we ordered to do fender to lip. It might push out a little more, give or take, once we order the spacers in. but it should be fine as long as we stretch the tire. But that was it, you guys. Just a quick test fit for you guys. Whenever I do mount the tires and get the spacers in and we throw them on, I'll do a follow-up video for you guys. So thanks for watching.